Let's watch Sabina Chege.
Would work on things like theoretically, but in reality, some of those things will not work. And I would also say this to the president, especially the person who drafted for you the finance bill. That is your enemy. That is an enemy of Kenyan. And that is a person who wanted you out of power. That is actually a person who wanted you to lose.
To fail.
To fail completely. And that is the reality. So let him, he said, I think he said he was to reduce the number of advisors. But as he reduces, let him also look at who are his advisors.
Again, as he reduces, he increases.
That was then.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. But I think he needs to look at the advisors. And we have good brains. And it doesn't matter whether one is Kikuyu, one is Luo, whatever it is. We have good brains. He needs now to work with brains, with people who knows the ground, who can be able to advise him, and people who don't fear him. Because there are also people who just want to say, yes, sir.
Our laws are prohibitive to a degree. It matters whether somebody is a Kikuyu, Kalenjin, Luya. It matters.
It's unfortunate.
It actually matters, yes.
Because when things hit us,
yes,
they don't hit a Kikuyu.
No,
or a Luya or a Luo.
It's the whole country.
The whole country, yes.
Let me ask you the question that I had in mind when I was... See, this narrative of seeing this unseen hand in matters of politics, there's evidence that points to that being the case. The election you speak of, the 1992, if you look at the aggregate votes that Matiba got, Mwai Kibaki, then Jaramogi got, it was 62%.
That's true.
Moi got 36%. And was president. One could argue it makes sense, but then what does it say of the people who...
62% are not with you.
Yes, but what does it say of the people of the mountain who are willing to be...
Split.
Yes, because they were split, as we say. How is it possible?
Is it the people of the mountain who are willing to be split, or leaders from the mountain who are used to split their people? And that is a repeat of what is happening now.
But again, my question will be asked, because at the end of the day, each of these individuals have people who support them.
That's true.
So you go back to the people. Okay? Because, again, we saw it in 2002. And what you say, which is absolutely true, is that when the mountain vote as a bloc, they are formidable.
Sabina Chege seems to understand William Ruto's failure. But we have to remind ourselves that Sabina Chege were among of the group who escaped Raila Odinga's room and supported William Ruto. And they even went to an extent of attacking Uhuru Kenyatta's party, that is Jubilee, having it on their own. We recall what happened. Sabina Chege and Kanini Kega, who was sent by Ruto to finish Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's party. But let us forget all those mannerless behavior they did and come into conclusion on that video I have just displayed. What I have realized with our politicians is that they always go for money or for sympathy in order to be seen as good people. And that is what seems to have failed us. People like Sabina Chege are now running away from William Ruto's government because they are seeing 2027 Ruto might not make it at the ballot. Again, they are seeing that Ruto seems to fail Kenyans terribly, and now the best option is to attack him again in order Kenyans to see them, people like Sabina Chege now running away from the government. I want us to dig deep into this. Why do you think Sabina Chege's U-turn is simply attacking William Ruto? But before I carry on, ladies and gentlemen, may I take this golden chance to thank you so much for your genuine support in this broadcast. Because if it was not your support, then this channel could have not reached where it is as at now. Again, if you are watching me for the first time in this YouTube platform, subscribe, like this video, watch, share, and give us your opinion. And to the members, I want to appreciate you and thank you so much for your support in this broadcast. Consider to like this video. Let's proceed. Sabina Chege is talking about William Ruto's financial bill. that the one who drafted the financial bill is the enemy or was the enemy of William Ruto. I believe from where I sit that Ruto is the one who drafted that financial bill as the things goes now wrong. Is the one who drafted it together with his team, people like David Ndii. But the financial bill is the worst enemy that I would not want to talk about in this broadcast because it seems to be none of my business. I want us just to go deep into Sabina's U-turn because she is the one, together with his friend Kanini Kega, they were the ones who even opposed Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta after Raila Odinga's failed to make it in 2022. I wish Sabina Chege and Kanini Kega could have just remained in their own political podium. Then they could have been far. That is what even I'm trying to advise my sister, Gadoni wa Muchomba, to continue with the same spirit on the MPs attacking Rigathi Gachagua and dumping him because of Kithure Kindiki, which is going to fail when it's come 2027. Because I know Rigathi Gachagua might make it. It is simple and clear. So, this U-turn is just vote sympathy. Sabina Chege is trying to lure Mount Kenya people after she had realized that things are not okay there in State House. Sabina Chege was supposed to keep quiet because they're the ones who have made all these troubles Kenyans are now encountering. If they had that love for Kenyans, they could have stood with Kenyans firmly rather than supporting the failure government. Because obviously Ruto have failed. But Sabina Chege were the people who went even to the State House and said that they are supporting Ruto because Ruto have a vision and dream for this our country. Now because things are failing and becoming thick and thin, Sabina Chege is now having a target on a political move. She even ran away from Martha Karua, if we recall. But Martha Karua stood firm. Let me tell you in this broadcast that the only people whom you are supposed to vote for, and I'm saying it without fear of contradiction, is none other than Martha Karua and Kalonzo Musyoka. Even Rigathi Gachagua, they speak the truth. But if you are going to do a mistake voting William Ruto in again, Raila Odinga in again, they are going to fail you. The same way to Sakaja, trying to pretend before Raila Odinga in order to talk with Raila Odinga and not allow Babu Wino to get in for Nairobi gubernatorial seat. Such kind of people, they are not supposed to be given any leadership position because they are only after being controlled. And that's what seems to happen to Sabina Chege and Kanini Kega. They were after being controlled. And Ruto used them to get out from Jubilee Party. But they saw Uhuru Kenyatta still strong. And even this man called Jeremiah Kioni is also a man who should be a great leader in this country because they speak the truth, and the Bible is well illustrated. Speak the truth and the truth shall set you free. Even Eugene Wamalwa. But when you describe the group of left, then you will be shocked. So this U-turn is just a layering U-turn. It doesn't have any effect to Kenyans. And Kenyans are admit their own decision. And they know whom they will vote for. I'm saying this without fear of contradiction. Sabina Chege and the group in UDA government have failed Kenyans. Sabina Chege and the team went for UDA for their own stomach. Today they are coming and opposing the government. That is the reality. After they are not been given money or total failure from UDA government. These are the factors which have been affecting us in this country for several years. Politicians not standing firm with their own political interest. They are only having that to go and get into the new government in order to be given position. So now, because things are failing, Sabina Chege's U-turn is to attack Ruto based on the wicked finance bill which have turned Kenyans into slaves. That is what Sabina Chege is now going against. And they were the people who were supporting this. They were even pampering William Ruto in State House. And they were going viral saying that Ruto torture, not Raila Odinga and even Uhuru Kenyatta. But Uhuru Kenyatta had won this political theatrics or mediocracy. And he said very well that as a politician, you must stand firm and speak the truth to the people. So I can conclude that Sabina Chege, together with William Ruto's team, are birds of the same feathers. They have the same spirit. She's just talking to get another chance from Kenyans. But it is late because Kenyans are waking up from their slumber. That is what I had to share with you at this point. I rest my case at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your conclusion on Sabina Chege's remarks?